Hey, welcome everyone to the live stream. Grateful that you're able to attend today. Let me just make a few adjustments here. I just want to make sure that those are coming on. I can do any Q&A as you're coming in. So I've got that set up. So hopefully you're having an awesome day. And again, glad that you're here. We've got some cool things we're going to show you today, some new features in the ACT marketing automation. For those of you who are not using the ACT software, because we are broadcasting this out to multiple platforms. And if you happen to come on and you're not using the ACT software, you may want to consider it. It's a pretty robust CRM platform, and we're going to show you some cool things in here. One of the things I want to mention is that we've got some things that are coming up. So be prepared. End of this month, probably more into May. I know at the end of May, the new ACT version 25 will be available. We'll be going into beta probably next week. And then we've got also some new add-ons. We've got two add-ons. One that's a new update for the advisor add-on, which is an add-on profile that goes on top of ACT that makes it fit for financial advisors. We also have a new one. We're actually resurrected an old one, but we've done a bunch of new cool things with it called the sales rep. And the sales rep will be for anybody who has a sales team that needs to have more sales-related information that they're capturing. We'll be able to do that. So that's a couple of the cool things that we've got coming down the road here. So let's talk about ACT marketing automation. First of all, for those of you who don't have ACT, ACT has a component in there called ACT marketing automation. And what it is, it's an email marketing automation platform. And I know that we use the term marketing quite often, and I've talked to some of my clients and some prospects, and they say, well, we don't really do marketing. And I get that. Okay, marketing has a connotation of doing a bunch of selling, and hey, we need to sell to have our business going. But I think I like the term a communication platform because it is a way of reaching out and touching base with either clients or potential clients and having some sort of a communication with them so that you are top of mind in their eyes. And so anybody who's using the ACT software, that is using a subscription of the ACT software, we do have some that are on an old version of ACT with a perpetual license, meaning they don't have a subscription. For those of you who do have a subscription of ACT, you have ACT marketing automation, at least the basic. And then you can get some paid tiers where you're actually getting more features depending upon what you need. So let me just go through the different types. So we've got the basic that comes with ACT. Everybody's got that. And I'm going to get into some new features here in a second, but I kind of want to set the stage for this because some people go, well, I'll get around to it, or, I really don't need it. Believe me, in today's business environment, you're going to need to use this because if you're not using this, I can guarantee that you're going to lose some clients and maybe some good ones because you're not using some of the technology that's right there in your lap. So we're going to talk about that. But there's four basic types of ACT marketing automation. There's basic, that everybody who has got an ACT subscription has this, and you should be using this. And at least doing a once a month email saying something. If it's a newsletter or if it's just a, hey, how's it going? Whatever, you should be touching base with your clients at least once a month. The Select, which is getting into the paid tiers now, that one is $79 a month paid annually. And now Select, you can purchase that. Anybody who has Growth Suite, and I've got a ton of clients that have Growth Suite because they had a promotion on when ACT Marketing Automation first came out, and I was able to get them Growth Suite for free. So it's a $900 touch that you've got that is free, $950 actually. that you've got for free. So you might as well use it, take advantage of this. And some of the features that I'm going to show you, there are no new features in the basic per se. There's some stuff behind the scenes. But the Act Select, which I've got a bunch of people that are on Grow Suite. And if you're not sure if you're on Grow Suite, reach out to us. We'll let you know if you're on Grow Suite. If you've got Grow Suite, you have access to some of these new features, which is really cool. And then we have Complete. Complete is a step above, and Complete really does inbound touches, meaning you can send out an email, somebody clicks on something, can create an opportunity in Act, it can fill in a field in Act, it can just do a bunch of things. It's fantastic. And again, we're not doing a deep dive into any of these components today, but I just want to show you some features. But I want to set the stage of why you guys should be using this stuff. It is the most inexpensive way of doing any kind of communication, marketing, whatever you want to call it, that you're going to ever get. So you may want to take advantage of it. And then there's Ultimate. Now, I don't recommend Ultimate unless you have a marketing team that is focused on marketing. They're doing what they call A/B testing, meaning they send out 2 emails that are a little bit different to see which one has the best response. Then if you're going to be doing that, yeah, you want to maybe look at the Ultimate to see if it makes sense for you. Now, when we're talking about sending out emails, let's talk about those guys with a basic. You can send out a basic email. It looks like an Outlook email, something simple, but you're going to send it to all your clients. Maybe it's something in the market, or maybe it's something that they should know. Use it for education. You could use it for a promotion. You could use it for a service update or a feature update or whatever it is. Use this to look for opportunities to touch base with your clients and be able to send something out. The next one, and you can take it from that to a full HTML glitzed up email that goes out where it has call to actions on there, where they can click on things and go links, and you can track it and all that other sort of stuff. And I should mention too that with a basic one, the reason why you're going to want to use these when you're sending it out to multiple clients or multiple contacts in your database is that it tracks it. There's a whole tracking system that'll say, hey, they opened it, they clicked this link, how many times did they open it, all that good stuff. Where if you send an Outlook email, you may, if they decide to say, yes, I opened it up, you may get an opened email, but that's only if they agree to that. And so you may want to definitely look at using this. All right, so let's get in and look at some of these, let's get into these features here. All righty then. So here we are. I'm using my advisor template for today, but we're not actually going to be dealing with fields, so it really doesn't matter. Let's go over to the marketing automation. Now I've got this set up. There are a ton of features in here. This is probably one of the most robust marketing automation tools out there. I mean, if you're using Constant Contact, MailChimp, there's a ton of them. If you're using any of the ones out there, this is very comprehensive. It can be as light or as heavy as you want, and it can do lots of stuff. Now, I should mention, because I got an email from one of my clients yesterday asking about some of the little glitches with marketing automation, where you go into it and it gives a little what they call a JWT token error. We're familiar with this little error. And that is being fixed in version 25, but there is an actual fix right now that we have. So if you're ever running into that, you get that little JWT token error, meaning it can't connect. What it is, there's 2 things that are trying to get what they call a token, security token, and sometimes they'll try at the same time and then they kind of cancel each other out. it doesn't, it can happen more often with some people and less often with others, or not even at all with others. It really depends. So there is a fix for that, and there is an update coming with version 25 that will totally fix that. So just to be aware that ACT is aware of that, we're aware of that, and we've been able to work around that. All right. And I only mention that because I had one person reach out and ask me about that yesterday. Okay. So let's talk about some of the new features. So first of all, I just want to, before I do that, I'm just going to go in here and go a new campaign. Now, you see at the top here, we've got a bunch of different access points that I can go in here. Even the basic has stuff like email templates, where you can actually create a bunch of templates. So if I go into here, you can see I created a bunch of little templates, and you can do so many different things with these templates. It can be a single one, multiple templates that you can use, and use those as a framework to create your campaign. And your campaign is what you actually send out. So I'm going to go to a campaign. I'm going to create a really new one just to show you, for you guys with a basic, this is what you should be doing. And this isn't a new feature, but let's just show you how you can start. Start off with a basic campaign, go continue, give it a name. I'm going to call this test. What's the date today? April. And I apologize if you hear the background noise of this typing here. I'm messing around in April. Spelled wrong. I'm messing around some of the audio stuff, and I don't think I've got it dialed in properly yet. So if you hear this clickety-clunk and stuff like that from my desktop, that's why, and I apologize for that. All right, so we got this. Then you're going to choose a group that you're going to send to, and I'm going to send to my my test group. And then what it's going to come up, and you can have basically send one email out at a time, or you can send like what they call a drip campaign, where you can actually send one, and then 5 days later send out another email, and then 5 days later send out another email. And that will work. You could use that for new clients, for an example. I want to send out an email, and then it's kind of an onboarding thing, and I want to send out a new email saying thank you, and then 3 days later you're going to send out here's what to expect from us, and you could send out this a bunch of different ones out here. And then when you go in here, and I should mention just either below, depending upon what platform you're watching on, either below or above in the comments, there's a link to our training library, and there's a ton of ACT marketing automation training in there that you have access to. So check it out. Let me just check here. All right. And so it gives you kind of a template here that you can move from. You can actually do a blank one, but it's all drag and drop. And watch the videos to get the handle on how to make this work. So again, I'm not doing a deep dive on training you how to use this, but please, for those who have the basic, which is already, you have it, it's free, you get 2,500 email sends, use it. It's really that easy to get up and going with it. All right, let's go back. So what we're going to do is going to show you the new one. So let's take new client, let's take the birthday one first. This is a simple, and this could be used for anything, but I'll give you an example for here. So in the birthday one, so if I go in and I want to look at my my template, see what it looks like. So there's my birthday template. It's going to merge in the person's first name. So happy birthday, Fred. And then it's got a bunch of content. Hi, Fred. Just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. It's got a link here to their birthday greeting or gift, whatever it is you're going to send them. And this is just a simple mock-up. And then I'm going to go return. And what they have now, this new feature, and this is great for, again, anybody who's got Grow Suite or has the select version of the marketing automation. They have this thing called Campaign List Sync. So how this works is I've got a group set up for birthdays. And let's just go take a really quick peek at this so you see how this works. So I've got client birthdays today. All right, so I've got one person that's popped in there today. So when a person pops into the group for that day, and then they pop out tomorrow. And so the person that pops in today at a specific time of my choosing, this is going to go out and say, "Hey, this guy's birthday's today." Send them out the birthday email. And once you've got this set up, you just let it run. And now you're able to click with your clients, touch base with them, and let them know that, hey, I care. And I'm just giving you some kudos at your birthday. And you could use this for anything. It could be anniversaries. It could be like in this layout here, you can see here, when was their they became a client. It could be an anniversary thing for when they first signed up to be a client with you. It could be a number of different things. So let's go back in here. So let me show you how this works. So I've got the email set up. I've got the group. So each day I'm going to have somebody come in, somebody come out, depending upon whose birthday it is. And then all I do here, and this is, I'm so glad they did this. I asked them about this long time ago, and finally they've done it. And I don't think I was the influence on doing it, but it was one thing on my radar. So what you can do is you turn on this list sync. So I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to say every day at 10 a.m. And well, let's use this because I'm in Mountain Time. There we are. So in Mountain Time, and we'll say, hey, this is going to go now. I'll just mention this. Why would you have it either continue forever or stop at a specific time? When a person receives an email, okay, so this, I have an email template. I use it for 1 year and 1 year only, because what happens is, let's say that Brenda's birthday is today, right? Next year when it comes around, it won't send it out again, because it'll only send out an email through an email campaign for a single email that's going out once. And so now I could have multiple other birthday things cascaded after that to make this work. However, that's not the best strategy for this. So what I would do specifically for a birthday, I would create one each year at a specific time. So if I said this one is going to run from January 1st to January 31st, I would set the date and say, okay, this one is going to expire. End date would be, I don't know why it's got 2020 there. But let's just, let's go to 23. And let's just say it's December 31st, 2023. So this campaign will run till then. Next year, I'll have a little activity in Act that will say, hey, by the way, don't forget to set up your new birthday, do a different birthday one. Obviously, you're not going to send out the same card each year. So set up a new one and then have that go for a year, and you just kind of rinse and repeat, and away you go. So you've set up the time, 10 o'clock each morning. It's going to go and check that groups folder. Hey, there's somebody new. It's going to send out that email and say happy birthday to the person, and you don't have to do anything. You just have to remember to create an activity for yourself to go in and create a new template at the end of the year. And it's as simple as that. Okay, so that's the first one. So I'm going to come out of this. So just remember, it's called Campaign List Sync. All right, give that a whirl. If you have any questions, reach out to me. All right, or put something in the comments below or above, wherever the comments are, depending upon what platform you're in. All right, the next one, let's just go out of here. Now the next one is called New Client Demo. So let's go into this one. So this is a little bit more complicated. So let's just say you want to set up a process. And again, this is in the Select version. And this is for those who have Grow Suite or have Select, which there's a bunch of you. This one here, let's say you want to do an onboarding thing when you get a new client. So I've got a group set up. And let me just show you new client right here. And so what I've got here is I've set it up with anybody who's been a client in the last 60 days. So I have a create date. Say they were created in the last 60 days and now they're a client. You can use this the last year. It doesn't matter when the create date is. But if you're just starting this off and you put a create date open and you said that is a client, everybody that is a client is going to get an onboarding thing. So you don't want to have it too far out. So have it within the last 60 days, and then that they are a client, and they'll go into the group. And then once you'll use that campaign list sync to go and check the group each day. And if there's a new person, then they'll go through this onboarding process that we're just going to go through. So you would use both of these new features in tandem to be able to accomplish this. All right, so it's going to send out the first email. This will be a welcome email, and then another email, and you can have as many emails as you want. And then it's going to send out a next steps email, and then it's going to have a decision. And if there's certain things action items that you want to do, they've added this decision thing. Now, it was in there before, but it wasn't as functional as it is now. And then I can go in here, and here's the decision. So the decision is email clicked specific URL. So if they click the training video, so that would be, say, part of the onboarding is to watch this video because it's going to help them get up to speed, whatever the case may be. So if they watch the video, then yes, they watched it, then good. Nothing else we need to do. But if they didn't watch it, it's going to send out a reminder email, say, hey, don't forget to watch the training video. And you could have another cascade. If they didn't, then have them reminded again. But the idea here is now they have this little decision that you can make if they do this, then that type of a scenario, which is fantastic. And again, you would use it in conjunction with the campaign list sync. So again, when they come into there, then you could do the onboarding for that. And that campaign list sync too could be used as a newsletter component, so that if somebody signs up for your newsletter, they come online, and that kind of brings me into landing pages. They come onto your website and they use one of the landing pages that populates into ACT. Then what it'll do is it'll come in, it'll check that each day, and then they will get the newsletters right from the beginning, or you can have it just go from that particular day, depending upon what your strategy is. But these are a couple of the new features for the select version of ACT. That's I didn't put that on there. For the select version of ACT, and for Grow Suite, again, for a lot of you have that. All right, so let's just go back here. Let's return out of here. Now, there's a couple of features that are not necessarily new, but they've done a few tweaks to them. One of the things that I've just set up, I just did this like a couple of days ago, and it's been there, but it's got a few little new things, so I thought I'd set it up, and that's called Web Activity. And in Web Activity, what you would do, and now this would be more for those who have the complete version or the ultimate version. I'm using the ultimate version because that's the package I have. But this would work. This won't work for the select version, but it will work for the complete version. And there are a bunch of you that have that as well. And so what this does is I can go into admin, and we're going to go over here to where is it? What am I looking for? Web scripts. Here we are, account web script. And so you'll go to that. You'll copy. Now you'll want to get your person that does your website to put this in, but you can take this code. You can either put it on a specific page, or you can put it at the header of your website, and any traffic to any area it's going to capture. For what I did is I had Matt walk me through putting this on for the whole site as opposed to specific pages, so that I can track everything all at one time. And if you need to get some instructions, you can go here. I also have a little document that I already pulled off of there. So if you need to know how to set this up, there's about 3 different ways to set it up. I can send you that. Just direct message me. You copy this thing, you put it on your website, and then what you do then is once that's in there, it's going to start pulling off stuff. So you can see here, today is April 20th. I've already had a bunch of people connecting in this morning from different areas. I can see exactly where they're from: Virginia, Illinois, Mexico, Canada, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, from California. And then if I go over to actions, I can click on the dashboard, and it's going to show me website visitors. It's going to show me interactions per visit. Now, it's not as powerful as Google Analytics, but hey, it's giving me some decent data, and I don't have to mess around. It's built right in here. And I can see here new visitors bounce rate. Some of this stuff I don't even know what it is because like I said, I just set this up. But new visitor traffic, you can see the sources. I'm getting 50% from Google. I'm getting 25% from email campaigns that I've sent out, which is fantastic. And then I've got people that are going direct to my website, which is great. And then it'll show new visitor entry and exit pages. And you can see a lot of them are going directly to there. So that's a feature that I've not looked at, and some of the things that you can see in there is actually pretty amazing. So go back to who's on, and if I remember correctly, I can resend report. Yeah, you can send a report. Did they have a data dump? No, they don't have a data dump. But again, it's going to give you some analytics of how things are going. All right. So any questions? I see a couple of thumbs up there that you like what you're seeing. I'm going to be doing some more videos on here with specific things because with the ACT marketing automation, there's a few things that you should be aware of when you're starting off, and especially if you are have the basic and you're just getting going and you don't know what to do next. Watch the videos from the link in the comments area or the description area, and then you can also reach out to me and say, hey, what are the next steps to get started, and I can kind of point you in the right direction. You can book an appointment with me, and we'll spend 30 minutes, and I'll walk you through a few little things to kind of point you in the right direction. Let's see. There was one other thing I was going to mention in here. Landing. This is another thing that I wanted to show you. Landing pages. With the landing pages, there's a bunch of different things that you can do with landing pages. Like for an example, my file manager landing page. Let's just show you this one here. And oops. Let me hold the control key down. Come on. There we are. This is what kind of a landing page can look like. I have this embedded into my website. So that's a landing page where you want to capture information. Now you'll be able to do that with all the select. The basic you won't be able to do this with, but you'll be able to do it with all the paid tiers of the ACT marketing automation. And there's one other thing that I want to show you, and then we'll wrap. This feature is really important. When a person gets an email and you have the unsubscribe down at the bottom, if you don't do anything, now the basics, unfortunately, all you get is the basic. They'll just say, do you want to unsubscribe? And they go, yes. And they unsubscribe from everything. So if you want to change that up so that you're getting the unsubscribes where they actually can choose what to unsubscribe from, then you need to get to one of the paid tiers. Now, I don't remember, and I'll have to check into this. So if you're interested in this, let me know, and I'll get a little more details. I can't remember if it's for the Select version, if that's now available in the Select. It is available in Complete, and for those of you who have Complete, you have access to this. And I'll be doing a video up for this, how to set this up. But those with Select, you may or may not have this. I'll check into this, do a test, and then let you know. But what this is, if I go into my landing page here, actually, let's go over to, okay, let me just show you what this looks like. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go over to Unsubscribe Center and go. And some of you, if you don't have Unsubscribe Center, then you don't have it. So CoreLogic's unsubscribe list. And so if I go into this and scroll down, this is what mine looks like so if you go to unsubscribe from mine, it's going to look like this. It's going to say, and I'll fill in the webinars. Oh no, this is a new one. This is one I just finished tweaking for people who want to sign up for. If you want to unsubscribe from certain things, you can unsubscribe from different blog posts. I was messing around with this yesterday. I must have overwrote. I'm using a different template. My apologies. Good thing I caught this. Yeah, so if you want to unsubscribe, it basically gives you a choice. You can unsubscribe from specific things. You need to put some fields in there, and I'm going to be doing a demo up on how to do that. But I think I'm using the wrong, what they call skin on here, and I was messing around with this yesterday, and I goofed it up. But hey, this is a lot better than unsubscribing from everything. So you do have this available for some of you. If you're interested in understanding how to set this up, message me, and I will get some information to find out whether you qualify in the select one. I'll give it a test run. It's a little hard for me when I've got the whole package to know if it is in the select or if it's not. I will find out and report back. Whoops, sorry about that. Hit the wrong button. I was trying to go backwards. There we are. No, we weren't exiting. And anyways, we sure appreciate you coming on today. Hopefully this has been of benefit to you. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Nobody's actually sent anything in that I see here. Oh, there we are. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. So if you have any other questions or whatever, you put them in the comments area. And don't forget, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do so you'll get notified. Click the notification button. If you're in LinkedIn, follow me, and we'll make sure you get some decent content that's going to help you. If you have any things that you would like to see that we can put on our list of live streams or webinars, please let me know. I want to know what you guys are looking for, what kind of information you would like to get a better handle on, and happy to customize some live streams that would be specific to your needs. So let me know on that. Fees on marketing automation tiers. Okay, so let me go back to the tiers. Hang on here. Okay. Why are you not coming up? Hang on here. Let me just find. Okay, I can't find the tiers. I don't know where my link went. Anyways, the basic is free. Comes with all the ACT subscriptions. The select is $79 paid annually, so it works out to, I think, $948. The complete is $199 a month paid annually, which is $2,300. Oh, and I'm really glad we're talking about this because there's a 25% discount right now. And I forgot to write that down, and that was one of the important things. There's a 25% discount. So if you are on basic and want to try select, and it's for the rest of your subscription. So if your subscription is only for a couple of months and then you're going to renew, you'd get 25% off for that period of time. But it would be a good way to go and test it out to see if that is what you want. So 25% off. And if you're a brand new, it would be for the whole year. If you renew in September, then it would be only, would be only good till September. So it would be prorated to September plus the 25% discount. And then, so the complete is $199 paid annually, which is $2,300. And the complete, or the ultimate, which have a conversation with me because you probably don't need it. It's $399 a month, and I would venture to guess there are very few, unless you have a whole marketing team or you're one of those digital marketers, and then you need a platform to do A/B testing and a bunch of other things. Then you could go to that. But typically, most of my clients are either on basic, they're on select, or they're on complete, and work within those. And when you think about even with the complete $2,300 a year, That is cheap marketing, cheap communication platform to be able to do it. The key is don't just buy it and then let it sit. You got to use it. So put a little bit of a game plan together. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. I appreciate your time. Any other questions that pop up? Nope. If you have any other questions, please, again, don't hesitate to reach out to me or put the comments below. And hopefully you have an awesome day, and all the best to you, my friends. Bye for now.